Dear students, in this unit, we will talk about Darwin's theory of natural selection. Now, Darwin developed a workable explanation of the theory of evolution. He termed that the concept as natural selection, in which better adapted organisms in a specific environment are more likely to survive and become the parent of next generation. Now, as a result of natural selection, the population changes over time, and the frequency of favorable traits, they tend to increase in the successive generations, whereas less favorable traits, they become scarce and ultimately disappear in that species. Now, Darwin's mechanism of evolution by natural selection consists of observation on mainly on the four aspects of the natural world. For example, the first one is variation. He observed that the individual, even in the same population, the individual, they exhibit variations. Each individual has a unique combination of traits such as size, color, ability to tolerate harsh environmental conditions, and resistance to certain parasite or infection. Now, some traits improve an individual's chance of survival and reproductive success better than the other organism with the passage of time. Now, overproduction. The reproductive ability of each species has a potential to cause its population to geometrically increase over time. For example, a female frog can lay about 10,000 eggs at a time, and a female cod fish can produce perhaps more than 40 million eggs. But the survival is in such a way that in both of the cases, hardly two members of their species have the ability to further survive and to reproduce and to produce more offsprings. Now, number 3 is the limit on population growth. There are only a little food, water, light, growing space, and other resources. They are very limited. They are not available indefinitely for a certain population. So, organisms in the same population, they compete with one another for these limited resources. And those organisms which are better suited or better adapted to that environment have the better chances of survival. Number 4 is differential reproductive success. Those individuals that have the most favorable combination of those characteristics, or which are most adapted to a certain environment, they are more likely to survive and reproduce and increase their population. Now, in the beginning of 1930s and in the 1940s, biologists experienced a conceptual breakthrough when they combined the concepts of Mendelian inheritance with the Darwin theories of natural selection. And as a result, they were able to unify explanation of evolution known as the modern synthesis or synthetic theory of evolution, which is the most advanced one, and which is the most applicable theory which have existed for the origin of species so far.